Good morning, everyone. Oh, does this Okta report tomorrow? I didn't realize it reports tomorrow. Looks like it's gonna break out above this little triangle today. NIO, no. It broke out on the 17th. I missed it. Yeah, TTD looks really good. TTD looks very, very good. Why did you buy GBTC? Because it went up. That's why I bought GBTC. LA say it's not an earnings story. It's a pump on Twitter. It's a Twitter pump. It's a battery play, lithium play. Lithium, US lithium production. There's no earnings on that piece of shit. Someone scalped NIO for 50 cents. Good for them. Oh, yeah, 50 cents. Okay. Scalping a double-digit stock for 50 cents. Okay. Exactly. He let his profits run, I guess. FLDM, I don't know what the hell this piece of shit is. It's a COVID name. Wait, this thing traded at 22? Holy shit. FLDM. No interest in this thing. Yeah, fake money doesn't count, that's true. Thoughts on SC? I would prefer this thing go sideways a bit more. LMND. Guys, let's stick to setups. You're just putting some random tickers here asking my thoughts. Let's focus on the setups. Go watch my swing trading school, so you can learn how to find good setups. Expel needs more time, I think. Yeah, Run had a nice setup a couple of days ago, and the EMPH looks the same like Run looked a couple of days ago. The ones I'm focusing on today, I think, will be Shopify and TTD. Those are the ones that look the best to me. FSLR, what am I looking at here? It broke out 2 days ago. Here was the breakout. Huya? I bought Huya 2 days ago. That's what I think about Huya. Same thing with Doyu. SDKL probably needs a bit more sideways, I think. XP, yeah, 2 days ago was a potential setup. Now it's just nowhere. There are better ones than this out there. Yeah, Sohu looks good. This one looks really good. Upland, where's the setup? There's no setup here. It's not surfing the 10, it's not surfing the 20, it's not surfing the 50. It's just a random Shopee stock. Yeah, JD is straight up. That was a nice one. LTHM, I don't see a setup here. It's not a momentum leader. It's just a random stock that happens to be above the 10 and 20 day. I know it's a battery EV pump, but you know, it needs to be a momentum leader. Yeah, Stamp looks great too. really good. And GSX, yeah. Yeah, you know, maybe. Yeti, needs a bit more sideways. Carvana looks interesting too. But I think I'll focus on like TTD and Shopify personally. Like these are ADR on these is a bit low for you guys. So you probably should, trade other stuff. But for me, these are good. High priced and liquid. Exactly like I like. FSLR, yeah, I would have preferred more sideways, but that's when the breakout happened. Right now there's nothing here. It's in limbo. It had a tight day of the rising 10 day, and then it had a range break candle, and now it's kinda trying to grind higher. But me too, I would have preferred more sideways. Yeah, LITB looks pretty decent. It looks like a random pump. I don't think there's, it's probably not gonna go unless it gets a PR or something. Yeah, Workhorse, I'm not in it, but yeah, it had a secondary breakout. Had a first breakout here, and now it had a breakout again. Yeah, can it go? I don't know. It could go, like this thing goes, it could easily go to like 25, 30. It's a very powerful stock. DraftKings is way too late. It broke out yesterday. It's too bad, like I had it on this day here, but I got stopped out. It faded back into the range, and then yesterday had a super spike out of the gate, and I missed it. ARNC, maybe, I don't know, maybe. Could work. YTTD looks really good. Made a big move. It's been surfing the 20-day the whole time for months and months, and now it's going sideways and getting tighter and tighter. Chewy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I like Coupa. I had it on my watch list. Oh, I have it on my watch list. but it's not a main focus. We'll see what happens out of the gate. Yes, DNE looks pretty decent too. LPSN, nah, I don't know. Maybe if it goes sideways a bit more. Yeah, going sideways too long is not good either, but you know, as long as it's surfing one of the major moving averages, is building higher lows. I probably need to sell some of Shady. I still have 33,000 shares out of my 50,000 shares. I think this thing could go up to 90 or 100, so you know, I want to keep a bunch. Tesla, I relonged it yesterday after getting stopped out 2 days ago. It kept building higher lows, and then it had this tight range breakout yesterday. That's when I bought it. Bought it right here, 2010, or actually 2013 I bought it. And it looks like it's gapping up. Gapping up like everything else. Okay, now the market is open. Let's see what we get here today. Couple of alerts going off out of the gate. That's what happens when a market gaps up. Okay, I bought a bunch of Shopify so far and some TTD too. Roku looks like it's breaking out of this range with an analyst upgrade. So many things breaking out the past few days. It's like a buffet, never-ending buffet. Looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of Shopify. Starting to reverse to the downside. I don't know. I think I have a solid portfolio. I don't think I'm gonna do much rest of the day. Like I'm fully invested. The breakouts that we bought last week and the week before are having some really nice follow through, and now it's all a waiting game. Remember, the money is not in the trading, it's in the waiting. I may got stopped out of this overstock short break even though, as it's reclaiming the rising 10-day. It's incredibly strong. I added a little bit to my TTD also. I have 7,000 shares of TTD now. Okay, Shopify didn't stop me out. Okay, good. It's a bull market. All we need now is patience. Big? There's nothing there on big. TTD is, yeah, it's a bit thin, but it's fine. Big C. I mean, what are we looking at here? Where's the setup? Yeah, I know, and Netflix is none of you should trade Netflix. It's a very slow-moving stock. None of you should be in it. It's a decent setup, but none of you should trade it. None of you, not a single one of you. There's so many other faster-moving stocks breaking out. If you want to get rich, you gotta be in the fast-moving stocks. Now TTD is fading. What the hell is going on? The ones I passed on are going straight up. Getting a phone call. Alright, I'm back. I got a call from my dentist. Let's see here. Oh shit, this Koopa is going straight up. I got stopped out of my Shopify. Ah, come on. And now it's straight up. I rebought my Shopify. Oh my god, it stopped me out. It literally, I mean, that's me printing below this 147, 1047. That's me. That's me getting stopped out of it, those prints. But I got back in. And now it's going. Okay. Pinterest is triggering. Yeah, it's a buffet, you know. You just pick a couple of ones you really like, and you know, that's the type of market we are in right now. So many things breaking out left and right. No need to be a genius. TWST, there's no, it's not a good looking setup. Yeah, Pinterest is a Shopee one. Well, I put my stop a little bit above the lows of the day on Shopify. Oh, NCLH is totally... Are all the airlines and cruise lines failing? Yep, they are. That rotation didn't last long, man. They tried to rotate into the cruise and airlines, but they always failed. Kind of interesting. And the software internet names always prevail. Kind of funny. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do anything the rest of the day. I'm just really heavily on the long right now. Maybe I'll get stopped out of NCLH. Beely, they report after they close. They do. Well, I have a profit padding. I hope they don't PDD it. That sucked. I have a profit padding, and I have already sold a bunch. So yeah, we'll see. I'm heavily long right now. Yeah, what about Roku? What about Roku? We've been on this Roku. I don't have any more capital either. I'm heavily long. I do have a couple of shorts also, but about to rip, it already ripped. The entry was forever ago on Roku. Opening range highs. You're surprised I don't have NIO? Well, I never really had a good setup. I mean, it did have a maybe setup here. But since then, you know, I haven't really had a really good setup. Yeah, exactly. Who the hell scalps this thing for 50 cents? Incredible. They must hate money. SHLL, what are my thoughts? I was watching it on the short side now, as it's in my watch list, but right now I think it could go higher. It keeps building higher lows on the 60. Maybe later this week if it goes to 50-60 bucks. We'll see. Not really excited about it. Yeah, and now it's all about being on autopilot. Trim and trail is the name of the game now. You know, sell small partials into strength, follow your sell rules, you know, sell a third or half on day 3, 4 or 5 and then use the 10-day moving average. I use a bit different rules since I trade a bit differently, but that's what you gotta do. In a bull market, there's no reason to guess when a stop will stop going higher. You know, like Tesla could go to 3,000, Shopify could go to 2,000, right? TTD could go to 600. We don't know, or it could go to 1,000. We don't know. GLD, my thoughts on gold, it's kind of going sideways. It's kind of, you know, I don't know, resting. I think it needs more time. EDUC, yeah, maybe. It's a very thin stock, but good, maybe. Plug, there's no good setup here. Needs to go sideways. BLDP and what's the other one? Fuel cell. Yeah, the whole sector is kind of strong, but they need to go sideways. The whole fuel cell sector. Oh, Citron is pumping this thing. ESTC too wide. Yeah, there is no setup. You want tightness. You don't want to lose price action. You want tight price action. You like my no bullshit way of talking? Thanks. I can be a little bit harsh sometimes, because I'm getting the same questions over and over again. What is Spirit? What's the question? D-Dog. Yeah, this is a tough one. It also had a setup here, but these kinds of setups are a little bit tough when they are Like this thing was below the 10, 20 and the 50-day moving average. Yeah, so it's a bit tough one. I don't think it's a good setup here. You know, like there's so many other ones. Like there's stuff like, not, well, obviously this one reports tomorrow, but stuff like Coupa, well, this is long gone, but you have stuff like, you know, Pinterest and Roku and Shopify and TTD, you know, focus on the best ones. Easier setups. KR, it's not a momentum leader. Also, what's the ADR? What does it say here? It's 1.7%. This thing shouldn't even be in your scans. This thing should not be in your scans. What I learned from Stockbee, focus on the top momentum stocks. That's, I think, the biggest takeaway from Pradeep. Focus on the top momentum stocks. I mean, there's a lot of things I learned from him, but, and also like, you know, these things like you want to see tightness before a breakout or some kind of range break, and linearity also, like a linear stock, something like Shopify that keeps finding support on these major moving averages, you know, trades very smoothly, versus something like, I don't know, KR that doesn't trade smoothly. You know, it took me a long time to, you know, see the difference between those two types of charts. But it's gonna be taken care of. You just focus on the top momentum stocks. Yeah, the strongest stocks, they keep going up, at least for some time. They're not gonna, you know, obviously go up forever, but for some time, you know, you need to focus on good setups. Yeah, HEQ, I'm stalking it. It's a silver ETF. Like, it looks good. It looks good. Like, you know what? I should probably buy some here. I should. I just don't have the buying power. I do not have the buying power. I mean, it looks good. It looks good. HEQ, it looks good, man. I should be buying it. It's not super liquid, but man, oh man. Okay, I bought some HEQ. I bought some. It's a good setup. It's a triple ETF of silver, obviously, and silver looks good. Look how smooth this thing is. This is silver. It trades like a small cap stock. Trades like a momentum stock. Look at this thing. It's so, you know, surfing the 20-day, surfing the 10 and 20-day moving averages. Okay, pulled back, finding support on a rising 20-day. It undercut the 20-day, reclaimed, and now it's, you know, this is super strong. Incredibly strong. I probably have to get rid of some long exposure before they close. I mean, too much. I mean, just today, between TTD, Shopify, and HEQ, I have like, that's like 7.5 million in exposure. You know, and I came in heavily long too, so, you know, I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of stuff before they close. Just in too many. How do you get the pre-market candle on the daily chart? Here, you click here. Like, you can't click it here, but here where you have the clock, pre-market and after hours, you can click here. You can choose what you want to see. if I like silver, I'm gonna love gold. Actually, I don't love gold because gold doesn't look as good. At least not on the chart. In real life, gold looks better than silver, but on the chart, gold looks worse right now. OTLK. What? What? OTLK looks promising. This thing looks like shit. It's down 34% on a day. How do you overcome being able to buy stocks like Shopify, Tesla, Square when they already... Well, you look at thousands of leaders from the past and you will see that many times the extended stocks become more extended. That's how you build confidence in your setups. You need to put in the study. Like, you're not gonna learn trading, like become profitable traders by just watching, you know, what I do on the stream. You need to spend your weekends, you need to spend your evenings, you need to spend your spare time by, you know, taking the lessons that you get from me, and you know, like the setups, and then you look at thousands of past leaders over the past decades. How did they move? You will see. Wait, it's the exact same setups over and over again. Building my database and finish the letter B. I do this 8 to 12 hours a day. You're gonna make tens of millions over the next 5 to 10 years, if not more. I guarantee you. That's what needs to be done. You need to do those. You need to build that database. You need to, and mainly you need to build that database in your head. It's good to have it, you know, in some place like in a folder or Evernote or OneNote or something where you can, you know, go back and look at those setups. Just, you know, every couple of weeks or so, you know, just refresh your brain. But mainly, you know, you want those setups ingrained in your brain. No one else is gonna do for you. You need to do it yourself. So, you know, if you spend 8 to 12 hours a day building the chart database, that's incredible. Jesus, that's fucking incredible. Holy shit. Do you sleep? When do you sleep? How can you tell a momentum leader? You scan for the top 1 or 2%, you know, the top biggest gainers. Like I made a lot of videos about scanning and stuff like that. Go review my short swing trading school on YouTube. It's all there. A momentum leader is a stock that's you know, among the 1 or 2% top gainers over a certain period of time. It could be 1 month or 3 months or 6 months or 12 months or whatever. You don't know how to organize it? You just organize it by ticker. I mean, it doesn't really matter how you organize it. This is the way I've done it. Like, for example, we go to stocks. Okay. Stocks. Here are all, like, there's, you know, hundreds and hundreds of you know, thousands of them really, because every note there's a lot of, you know, different tickers. And I also removed a lot of, like I used to have much more, but I removed the mostly liquid one. But let's look at, for example, breakouts, 2013, 2018, 2013 breakouts. So I have different types. Like I have sorted by year. Sometimes I have them sorted by theme. Like it's not super organized. Or like gappers, earnings gappers. These I have organized by ticker and not by year. And then there are other type of gappers, like biotech and you know, different types of news. And here they're just, these are all like just, you know, stocks that make big moves. And you know, I have these, you know, these different setups. You can immediately see, look at this Coke chart, you see, wow, this is a pretty good setup. Not the fastest setup since it surfed the 50-day, but you know, look at what it did. It made a big move. INTL, you see this. This is a setup that kept going and going. You know, it's not rocket science. You know, you'll figure out what works for you. No, I don't enter any data into Excel. I try to, but you know, I just always get bored and I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, the important thing is not getting overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed for the past 7 years. Holy shit, I got stopped out of NCLH. Don't tell me all that slippage is me. Oh, of course, it's probably me. This is probably me. New York Stock Exchange. I hate New York Stock Exchange. They always do this to me. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind, this wasn't me. My average sell was 72 cents. Actually, it was me. I did get a couple of hundred shares filled 1550, but the average sell was 1572, so the slippage wasn't too bad. But they always do this to me on the New York Stock Exchange. Those fuckers. I always vow to never trade a NYSE again, but then I still do. Well, actually, a lot of the stocks I'm in are NYSE stocks, so... Yeah, actually, like half of my portfolio is NYSE stocks. I guess they don't do it on every stock, on some of them. The game is fixed? No, it's not. It's what happens when you trade big size with market orders. It's just what happens, you know. There's just not enough orders to absorb everything in such a short amount of time. That's when you get these big spikes. You know, it is what it is, you know. New York slipper change? Yeah, that's what it is. New York slipper change. Yeah, what the real Gary says. Keep beliefs simple. No conspiracy theories. Beliefs that limit your potential. Yeah, exactly. The fewer things you worry about, the better your trading is gonna be. There's always gonna be, you know, things affecting your trading and stuff like that. There's always gonna be some politician or some, you know, the Fed or Trump or China or Russia or this or that or market makers or Elon or, you know, there's always gonna be something. Stick to your methods, stick to your setups. That's all you need to be, focus on price action. That's all you need to be worried about. None of the other stuff is gonna make you money. Live person, yeah, it's kind of breaking higher. I think someone mentioned it pre-market, but yeah. Not really. I don't know. I don't really like it. Your trading suffers for every time you're dating a new woman. You do better when they're not taking your attention. Oh man. I guess that's a good problem to have. Oh man. I don't see, like, look, just because the stock is going up doesn't mean it had a good setup, or, you know, look, there's a lot of stocks that go up without, you know, showing good setups. Like NIO had a setup here. Like I would have preferred a few more days of sideways. Okay, this is when it broke out. I even, you know, see this red line, I've even marked this breakout. But like where's the breakout here? I don't see any good breakout here. Like I just don't see it. Yeah, I'm gonna open up the whiskey early. I got a whiskey from Stock Daddy 3, my moderator. Maybe I'll get drunk on the stream tomorrow. Some drunk trading. Alarms very simple. You just I usually put them on my trend lines. You just draw a trend line, okay? And then you right click, or you can left click, doesn't matter. You set the alert and you click OK. And then you can, you know, put stuff like, you know, duration and whatnot. Pinterest fading? Yeah, what a piece of shit. Yep. What a piece of shit. It is fading. Yeah. But the other ones are looking good. Like Coupa, wow. I wish I bought this one too. Coupa. KC is another one looking pretty good. A recent IPO. Well, Netflix is a slow one. But, you know, the setup is good, but it's a slower moving stock. Roku looks decent. This thing, you know, this thing is breaking out on news. The setup going into this wasn't really good, but anytime you get a, you know, like a nice range break on a momentum stock on news, that could be a, you know, an alternative setup. Okta looks good. AVLR looks okay. Shopify looks good, obviously. TTD looks good. No follow through on Workhorse. Yeah, we'll see. Too early to tell. I don't have a science. It's not scientific at all. Just draw a, you know, draw a line that looks good, and, you know. Keep it simple. Just draw a line and put an alert. Hubs is a Shopee name. Well, actually, it's, well, yeah, it's kind of, it's a slower type of a name. But yeah, it's a pretty, you know, it's not a good setup here. It's just one of those stocks that it's too Shopee. Like this whole run, like this thing is just tripled, and there was not a single good setup on it. Like there was a potential setup here, like on this day here, but it would have stopped you out the next day. I mean, it's just some stocks are just too hard. Some stocks are just not meant to be traded. Same thing with NOW. This is also like, well, now it has some follow through from the breakout here, but it's also like, I've been watching this stock for years. It pretty much never has a good setup. Some stocks are like that. And then you have stocks like Tesla, AMD, Nvidia. They just give you setups over and over again. Exactly, trading is an art, not a science. Oh, Big C, wow, this thing is straight up. I'm gonna stock it as a short starting tomorrow, Big C. It's up 70% in what, 4 sessions? No, sorry, 95% in 4 sessions. You guys want me to start a Discord? TWST? No. I don't like it. No Discord, stay on Twitch. No, I'm gonna stay on Twitch, but I'm gonna create a Discord for you guys. A Discord room would just bring a bunch of idiots looking for fast money. Discord with a paid subscription. Stream on Discord? Nah, I'm not gonna stream on Discord. Wait, what? When talking 3 to 5 days since entry, do you count the entry day? No. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. He posts feet pics and flat earth theories on his OnlyFans. Yes. Alright, so LSC pulled back, but looks like it found support on above the rising 50 days so far. This is a position trade for me, so I'm having a little bit wider stops on this thing. Tesla looks good. I mean, this thing looks like it wants to go to 2,500 at this rate. It looks incredible. Shopify so far it's a very nice looking breakout. It's just really good looking. CS looks all-time highs. I've been in this thing for like 3 months. TTD looks really good. Clean breakout. Yeah, I mean, things are going straight up. What can I say? I mean, it's a bull market. You really don't have to work too hard to make money. That's a bull market. We're in a very strong bull market. No need to work your ass off. No, I didn't trade Roku. I did TTD and Shopify. They looked better. PDD has a shot of being the next JD. Well, PDD is almost the same market cap. So maybe PDD is the next PDD. Or you mean like setup wise? I mean, it is setting up. It undercut the 50-day, built a higher low. I think maybe later this week or next week, this thing could have a nice setup. Have I seen Coupa nice breakout? Yes, I've only mentioned it about 5 times today. I only mentioned it about 5 times. Starting pre-market. I just passed on it. Can I mention Coupa, some more Coupa times? Yes, I can. Coupa. Penn it is setting up, maybe later this week. It's a very strong and linear stock. It's surfing the 10-day very nicely. It means listen carefully. Yeah. I think it's time to start selling some Huya and Doyu. I'm up like 10% on both. Doyu. Like if you bought them, you should wait for like day 3 and 5 to sell, or 3 to 5. But I'm usually, selling some when I can sell, because I'm usually, I have a decent size usually. So gotta sell some when I can sell some. How I approach a bear market? Yeah, you can trade bear flags. I don't really trade that much during a bear market. There will be fewer trades and shorter trades. Bear markets are tough, you know. There are fewer things that make big moves. Like bear markets are also tough for shorting because you don't have as many good setups. Like the best shorts you get in a bull market. Bear markets are usually more correlated. Like in a bull market right now, like there are stocks making enormous moves, even though the indices may not necessarily make big moves at all. But in a bear market, like everything is much more correlated. It's much harder to trade individual stocks. Yeah, like triple ETFs and stuff like that. But it's still the opportunity set is much slimmer. Switch to day trading? No thanks. I'd rather take time off. Exactly. You only need one bull market to change your financials. You only need one bull market to get rich. There's no need to sit there and squeeze water out of a stone during a bear market. Arcade Tay, I sold it yesterday when it took out the previous day's lows. It just, it made a big move. It went up like more, what, 60% in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sessions. It's a pretty decent move. I just sold it. Vix and chill, exactly. Jesse Livermore, aka Brandy Love Granddaddy, talked about the importance of knowing when not to trade. Exactly. Guys, if you know who Brandy Love is, she's a porn star. Her great grandfather was this famous trader named Jesse Livermore. You may have heard of him. Obviously, the family money is gone. Let me check it out on Pornhub. Yeah. So this guy Jesse Livermore talked a lot about you can't be in the market all the time. You have to wait for the right conditions. Watch stream numbers drop as everyone goes to research on Brandy. Yeah. Guys, you're only allowed to watch one stream at a time. PRTS. This PRTS is the one that had this one had a sick breakout a couple of months ago, and it's still going. Well, yes, I would, because I have also other setups I trade. I have the meter version trades, meter version short, meter version long, and I also trade like Stockbee calls them episodic pivots. It's pretty much gappers, usually like earnings gappers. So yes, I could do without trading the gap breakouts. I have 3 main setups I trade and variations of those. Do I follow any penny stocks? If the penny stock is liquid enough and has momentum, yes, I follow it. But IBIO, I don't see a setup here. It looks like a piece of shit. IBIO had a really good setup on this day here. When it broke out of this flag, you can clearly see it. It had big momentum, was surfing the 10-day, went sideways, found support on the 10-day, started surfing. It had a range break here on big volume. Now I know for a fact this thing broke out of this 270 area late day, like in the last couple of hours. So you know there was plenty of time to buy that breakout. That was a good setup. Right here, there's just no setup here. It just looks like a piece of shit. If you're gonna trade pieces of shit, your results are gonna be shit too. What am I looking on GoGo? Where's the setup here? Zoom, and I don't see a setup on Zoom. Sticky keyboard trades. Take 2. Yeah, it's a low ADR, but this is a good looking setup. But yeah, absolutely, it's a good looking setup. If the ADR was higher, that would have been a good trade. Yeah, SRNE is a total pump. You know, any time you know the company's shit, anytime a CEO gets into fight with short sellers. It's like you just know it's a piece of shit. Well, yeah, Tesla is exception, obviously. Is plug setting up? I don't know. Is it setting up? Not yet. Yeah, well, what can I say? Everything is going straight up. API. Yeah, it's starting to turn up. PRTS needs a little bit more sideways, I think. Or maybe it is ready. I don't know. It's not a super clean setup. Yeah, I'm not playing WoW. I haven't played WoW for like 9 months now. I needed a detox. I need a new game. Maybe Cyberpunk. Or maybe I'll replay Witcher 3. Valorant? Nah. New World? LOL? Yeah, I know. I don't know. What was my goal when I first started trading? Becoming profitable was my goal. Have your goals always been monetary or trading focused? I don't know what it means. Stocks and bonds is a good game. Look, the stock market is the biggest game of them all. It's the biggest MMORPG out there. Wow, this Koopa, what a breakout, man. This is why you need to be ready for these things. This thing was on my watch list pre-market. Gotta be ready. You gotta have your alerts set, and you gotta be ready. Opening range highs, that's when you buy them. The first 1 minute, the first 5 minute, or the first 60-minute candle. But 60-minute candle in this case was a bit too wide. You gotta buy them as soon as they break out. You gotta be ready. If you were just finding this stock here, now you're doing something wrong. This thing should have been on your watch list coming into today. CSGO, yeah. Net, I don't know. There's just so many good setups right now. I don't think this is a good setup. On moving average setting, what do I put in for field? What do you mean? Open and OHLC and shit like that? What do you mean? On TC2000? Plot style? Or I don't know what you mean. Well, Koopa, actually the thing is, most of you shouldn't even get this on your scans. It's a bit slower, 4% ADR. You guys should look for stocks that have 5-6% plus ADR. This is a bit slower of a name. So actually most of you shouldn't have it on your scans. I never put orders in pre-market. I only do it as they trigger. But I guess you could do it. So TTD is straight up. Shopify, yeah, okay, Shopify is digesting well too. Okay, I mean, there's really not much to do. I have a very solid portfolio. I have just insane amounts of long exposure right now. I have 27 million in long exposure, or 26 million in long exposure, and a little bit over 3 million in short exposure. I need to, yeah, I hope we get some follow through. That's it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, look, obviously it's paper money, so, but it's still money, right? Why do you go on margin when you already have a huger account? I want a more huger account. Yes, I only do swings. I don't day trade. I swing trade and position trade. You want the yacht share to start? How is my bike? My bike is good. But it's starting to get cold, like the summer is over. I hate this. The summer is over now in Sweden. Look at this. It's gonna be really cold. I mean, look at this. It's gonna be, you know, no sun. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be cold. It's a bit depressing. Yeah, it started to get, yeah, it feels like it's getting cold everywhere. Move to Cyprus? Yeah. Maybe, you know, a few months per year. Is it hot in New York? I can't afford an island in Bahamas. I'm not that rich. Yeah, it's actually bad weather is better for trading. Do you have Instagram? Yes. Come to California? Yeah, but it's the trading hours sucks in California. I traded from California, man. You have to get up like 4:30 and oh man. 20 degrees is summer in Scotland. Wow. It's even worse than Sweden. Yeah, my shorts are in center point. In Texas, you don't have winter in your vocabulary. The biggest loss I've ever taken was 1.5 million on Kodak a couple of weeks ago. In California, the forest fires keep you warm. Okay. Wait, no taxes in Cyprus? You can get a tax residency if you stay for 60 days? Really? Wow, I need to go to Cyprus. You have another 2 months of summer in Texas? Holy shit. Oh. Wow, Hawaii is brutal. You have to get up at 3 just to be 30 minutes before open. Oh my god, I feel for you. Don't pay your taxes, free money. Life hack, just don't pay your taxes. That's a life hack. Wanna save money? Don't pay your taxes. Wow, TTD straight up. Tesla straight up. Tesla almost at all-time highs. Wow, like I think Tesla, I really hope this thing goes like 3,000-4,000. It's the best trading stock ever. I can't believe this thing. It's incredible. Just from the March lows, this thing is up 450%. That's amazing. It's a mega cap stock. Unbelievable move. Oh man. Oh wow, Australia. That's brutal training hours too. Have to stay up to 2 a.m. Wow. And then work at 7. Oof. Nikola and Space. I don't see good setups there. Nikola maybe if it if it triggers like tomorrow or something. But Space, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a maybe setup. It's not really a type of setup I trade. But it keeps finding support on the 200 day, and it's kind of breaking out of a range. You know, I mean, it's something you can trade, but not really what the type of setup I trade. How did I add ADR? You right click, edit toolbar, you click on the plus icon, and then you add the ADR. But you need to put the ADR in your system first, the ADR code. Yeah, it's in my about page. Yeah, Tesla is like the most liquid stock on the earth, I think. Is Elon top 5 richest in the world? Really? Holy shit, that's amazing. Okay, things are getting really slow, you know, there's really nothing to do for me other than trim and trail. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Happy trading, thanks for joining, and I hope to see you tomorrow.